Oh yeah, we have a new rule. Can't be on your phone.
Yeah, give it. Give it the phone.
No, my dad. If you're gonna take it, plug it in.
Okay. Welcome to Fake Gamers Lounge.
Oh, that's a good name.
Yeah, I forgot to address it
Alright.
last time.
Yeah.
Alright. But yeah, today we're talking about vacation stories. So how shitty were your vacations?
I haven't really been on vacation like for years. When my family goes on vacation, I just stay home. I really don't.
Oh, let me see that code. Oh god.
Yeah, we just.
We just like do nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yes, the last time I was on vacation it was pretty hectic. I was kind of going through agoraphobia and anxiety and stuff, so it was pretty tough for me to like do anything. I wanted to like sleep. I just wanted to like sleep a little later, but my family would wake me up at like 6 a.m. to like go to like the beach or something. I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, that's always annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I hate waking up early in hotel rooms. It's like, it feels like unnatural to me.
Yeah.
What were your
Yeah.
vacation stories?
Yeah, you definitely have more than us, because you go.
Yeah.
What? I don't go anywhere. I don't have to go anywhere on vacation. Like,
I mean, if you leave the house for a extended period of time, that's a vacation.
Yeah.
I've gone out to like 3 conventions.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I went camping, and sometimes I go to Maryland to see my sister.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really do much when we go out. It gets pretty boring.
Yeah, same.
There's not really much to do.
Or it's just what they want to do is just boring.
Yeah. Like
I just don't like the beach.
all my vacations, it's just like consistent of driving to the destination, getting to the hotel, waiting to check in, and then once we get there, like the first night is just like staying there, maybe eating out, and then we stay there for the night, and then the next morning it's like we wake up, go to the beach, try and find dinner.
6 hours at the beach.
Yeah, that's
that, and that's what I don't understand. They have to pay a lot of money, so that's why parents want you to stay there for like a long time.
Yeah.
But I just don't like. There's the majority of beaches are so boring
to make us
especially
suffer.
In our area. They're just.
You're paying money to make us suffer, essentially. It's like cool for an hour or two.
The only time I like the beach is if it's like the sun setting. You go.
Yeah.
It's really peaceful, but
during
the day when there's a bunch of people and stuff.
It kind of depends on the beach.
Yeah, it depends on the beach.
If it's like nothing there, which some beaches I went to have always done like nothing really.
Like if there was just more.
Yeah.
It's just the majority of beaches I have been to. It's just
sand,
and
that's
and
it.
then like in the corner there'll be like the food,
yeah,
bathrooms and stuff. But that's it.
Yeah, very boring
not much
beaches.
to do.
I've only gone to the beach like once or twice. We go to the state parks, and those aren't really beaches; they're lakes. But you can swim in them anyway. I hate going there. I just play in the sand. I don't go in the water. I don't like water.
Yeah, I don't like ocean.
I used to not care, but then I was like, you know what? This is disgusting.
Such a mess. Yeah.
It's like full bacteria.
Especially when something like slimy touches your feet. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll go in there for like a few minutes, but not staying. Like, especially if it's like a cold day.
Oh my god, if the water's cold.
It's like, forget it. Like, especially when you go in the morning, it's like, we really have to go now. We can't just wait to wake up. Why do we even need to wake up this early? It's like 8 a.m. I mean, I get it. You want to get there before the people do.
I don't know, because I was like a tad bit younger. I wasn't like super younger, But the last time I remember, my mom would be telling me to do like stuff while it's in the water, like, oh, we should go underwater. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
that messes it greases
Yeah.
up your hair instantly.
Yeah, it's
You
so
would
disgusting.
and
like that, you
It's
should
bad
not.
enough with sand getting in your hair. Now
Yeah.
imagine all that greasy, oily ocean water.
Yeah, like you don't.
You need to take like 2 showers.
You should not be asking your child to like go underneath ocean water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like really gross. And like especially with like everyone in it, like people's body fluids are like in that. Like and body sweat.
Yeah.
It's so gross. It's like not even ocean water
Then
too.
you accidentally swallow it. Game over.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
done.
I've swallowed my
you're
fair
done.
share
You're done.
of ocean water.
You're done. You get out.
As like
instantly.
a kid, I was like, "Yeah, this tastes pretty good," and I do like
But
another
it's all
sip.
salt,
Yeah, that's the thing.
which is not good.
Yeah, I
That's
had
why
like,
they say if
weird
you're like
taste
stranded
buds.
in like the ocean or something, do not drink the water because there's so much salt, and that's just gonna make your thirst worse.
Yeah. What else? You know what? What's better?
That's the only
Oh
time.
my god! I remember this actual good beach that had like an entire water park on it.
Yep, I've never been to a beach
I've-
with a park next to it.
It wasn't like this huge one. It was just like a water slide essentially. Like 3 water slides and then a few rides. It was a really good beach. Like I forgot where it
Yeah.
is, but I could probably like if I heard the name, I'd be like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Like now that I've gotten more comfortable getting out of my house and stuff.
Yeah.
I could be down. I don't know. The parts that I don't like are like what my family wants to do and the car rides.
Oh my
I
god,
don't-
car rides are like the worst thing.
I've developed to become very like claustrophobic in like a
Yeah.
long space of time, and
Yeah.
usually where we go, it's maybe like a couple hours, and I don't.
Oh my god.
Unless I have
the worst-
something with me, like music or like a movie to watch,
What I want
I think I
to
could be
do-
good, but like
Yeah. Like I can't even get distracted because I'm like trying not to puke or just like get a huge headache.
you get like car sickness.
Yeah, I get like the second I get in a car,
I only get
like
car
I
sick
get
if I'm
car
reading
sick.
a book.
Yeah.
If I'm
I get
reading
car sick
something, I get-
instantly. Like I get in my mother's car or father's car, it's like I
Yeah,
want
I've
to get
had
out.
that because when I was the last time I went on vacation, I became very agoraphobic to the
Yeah.
hotel room because I
Yeah.
didn't really want to leave because, like again, they were waking me up really early. I didn't want to do that
Yeah.
because we'd come home at like 12. Like we'd come home from like something at like
Yeah.
midnight, 11, and then they want us up at like 6 a.m.
Whenever you get home after like leaving the house for a period of time, you're like, oh god, it's so great.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
Yeah.
Just lay in your
Um,
bed and do nothing.
That's what I feel like with when I went to New York City, because like New York City is like loud and very annoying,
Mm-hmm.
Very
and
big.
yeah, it's big, and all you do is walk around, and after a while it gets repetitive, like quickly, like it turns into like just, hey, let's walk around steel buildings and occasionally stop for like 10 minutes, while we get nothing in the store. Anyways, let's do
Or
it
we
again.
don't have enough time to do anything in the store. They want us out like very quickly.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Like they want us to grab the first thing we see. Like no, that's
Yeah,
not the point of shopping. Shopping is buying something that we actually would want, not the
Yeah.
first thing we see. Like oh, that looks cool. Yoink. I mean, I know we were kids, but like we were a little smarter than that. We
yeah,
didn't want to just
yeah. We want to
like, go, like-
compare.
go like that and then go right up to the counter and go out. We wanted to take our time, look around, see what we liked.
Yeah, I was like that too. I remember when I was in New York, like I was 13 or whatever.
I
just
know. I
went in
remember how
this-
annoyed they got when we
Yeah.
would like stop for like if we wanted to buy something that
Yeah,
we actually wanted.
I don't think my parents did that in particular.
I'm talking
not that I
yeah,
remember.
the field trip.
Oh, the field trip to New
The
York.
field trip.
Yeah,
they
I went
got
to New York
annoyed.
twice during that time
that's-
period.
Yeah, but I remember when I stopped to get my hat, they just were like scolding me the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
oh, but this is something I actually want. And I don't.
Yeah, it's like
I was like, I want.
plan
I
better.
said, I said I like that hat, so I'm getting it, and I want to I Heart NYT. That's all I want. 'Cause that's the tourist thing.
Yeah.
That's all I want, and if whatever I find I want, I'll try to get it. I was.
What else about New York? We did talk about New York, and like
Yeah.
we tried to in the first podcast, but
Our demo.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
since that was a
unreleased.
demo. We can talk about it.
Yeah. That was a very shitty field trip. That did not go well
Yeah.
for
especially
most
me.
people.
Especially for me, I never went to. I never got to go to Times Square.
I don't even
Yeah.
remember what the fuck I did.
I remember most of it.
I remember the
But-
ride back.
The ride
Yeah, because
back.
I remember we went to like this small little, like plaza.
We went
It
out
was-
to,
yeah,
we stopped on the road to get food like quite
yeah. It
a
was
few
like
times.
it was a very small plaza because I remember there was like a Starbucks.
I think
Cause I got
Popeye.
Starbucks. I know I got a Starbucks and it was not a good idea.
I think
to
there was
do
a
small-
Popeyes too.
Yeah, it was not a good idea to have like 300.
You know what we should do? We should just talk about the beginning of the day and the end of the day. Like go
From what
through
we
it.
remember?
Go through it.
The only
yeah.
thing I remember is a kid passed out
Oh yeah,
while
yeah,
we were
yeah.
walking
Him. Yeah. His name began with a C.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. We'll call him Chuck.
Yeah.
We're gonna call him
Shit,
Chuck.
whatever. Like,
Um,
I don't remember that though.
Let's see. I remember.
That's
just
all I
getting on the
remember.
bus. My mother was my.
We remember we
chaperone.
got up really early. Though.
Yeah, we did. We got up like actually like an hour earlier than we usually did. Maybe 2 hours, because we had to wake up at like 5,
Yeah.
and we had to get to the school by like 6 or whatever. Maybe even we probably woke up at 4. Maybe
I don't.
some
That
people.
sounds way too.
Some
early.
people
Early.
probably woke up by 4 a.m.
Some people did. It depends on where you were, probably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, I remember like just having my 3DS playing Luigi's Mansion, and
I remember being very bored. I was probably on my phone. I was probably trying to watch Netflix.
Yeah.
My mom was chaperoning. I remember
And my
that.
grandfather was.
And I also remember I brought my movies so we could watch it on the bus.
yeah.
So, yo guys, we're going to New York. Let's watch some Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, and I think I brought my DS too. I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember.
Sounds really better than what I was doing.
Yeah.
I didn't
It
want
was.
to waste.
It felt like an eternity.
It did. I didn't want to waste my 3DS battery for like the first part because I wanted to like.
Yeah, but at least they had.
possibly use
I think they had
on the way
plug-in.
home.
I'm trying to remember
I
because
feel like
we
they
had.
did. It was a very good
I
bus.
feel like it was a very good bus. I remember they had like plugs.
It was like comfortable to sleep on. I remember on the way home.
Yeah, I think I tried to fall.
I
asleep.
tried to fall asleep, and I was like, you know what? This is the only time I'm not gonna give a shit in public. I'm like gonna try and go to sleep right here,
Yeah.
and I just curled up on the seat.
Yeah, the only parts I can remember was like the 9/11
Yeah.
memorial and the museum.
That was like.
Oh, yeah,
my
we
God.
went to the museum.
That was like
right.
really
Yeah.
dreadful.
I
That
forgot.
was like-
Museum?
Yeah.
It was very dreadful for me because I don't know, I have never heard of anyone else with this fear, but I am highly afraid of taxidermy. I do not like taxidermy stuffed animals. They just freak me out.
Mhm.
Wait, not
I've
the,
told you this.
not at the memorial.
The stuffed
no,
animals.
This like,
like,
you know,
when they
like the stuffed animals.
Yeah, I know
up-
what that is. I forgot.
Yeah, they're-
did we go to different places?
It's just,
Nah, we all went to the museum.
I don't know. It's just
They let us out at like.
I
one
don't
point.
remember the
It-
museum
How many?
that much.
Did we go to like multiple museums or something?
we only went to
I
could've
think we
sworn
went to the
another
famous one in
high
the movie.
school.
yeah,
You
Night at the
remember?
Museum. That's the
Yeah,
one we went
yeah.
to.
Smithsonian,
one.
right?
Yeah.
Smithsonian. Yeah.
I don't know.
I could've
I
sworn
don't
we went to
remember
like
that
another
one
one.
that much. We definitely went to that
I
one.
remember yeah. I don't know. I think that's the only museum we went to. I'm trying to
Kind
remember.
of freaking. We didn't do anything in high school. There were no field trips.
Yeah, once we got to high school, there was you
Yeah.
had to be in a special club to go to a field trip.
That's so stupid. We were in high school. We deserved to like go on some field trips.
I remember the Connecticut Science Center field trip more than you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was
was
fun.
a thing too.
Yeah, but back to like my fear of stuffed animals. I don't know. I've had it since I was like little, but they still kind
like
of
real animals, not like stuffed.
So yeah, like
stuffed.
actual
no,
stuffed
not like
animals.
plush animals, but actual like
yeah,
stuffed
yeah. Okay,
dead
that was-
animals.
okay,
like,
I was like, wait, stuffed animals?
because I don't know.
There's like 2 of them right there.
I don't know. I was a little better at it, but then once I got into like a room that was like full of them, like cases everywhere full of them, I would lose it.
And yeah, that's probably why the
I
museum
remember
is
on field
terrible.
trips, I was always looking for
Like
something.
I would always feel like, I don't know. I just get this like chill, like I just like feel
Yeah, it's
frozen.
definitely weird shit.
Like yeah, it's like just if you think about like the concept, like it's just a dead
Yeah.
animal
The
with like
animal with
fake eyes that just stare at you. Like it's just no. I remember we went to the museum that's closest to us when I was like 11. I was crying the whole time because the stuffed animals really were everywhere, and I don't know if they were like actual animals, but were just display. But either or, I was still freaked out.
Yeah, I vaguely remember if it's the one I'm thinking of in the town next over to us.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Where a famous historical figure lived.
Yep. Yeah.
Somewhere around there. Like, I don't remember any. All
Yeah,
I remember is every.
And I tried to always looked up if there was an actual like phobia but there isn't. So I feel so alone on that.
There's definitely phobias for everything now.
Yeah.
Especially in recent times. There's like stuff for everything.
But like I know whenever we went to field trips, I was always looking for at least somebody. Like I was like, why am I
did that in the sixth grade field trip.
It's weird because I was like fine with like the dinosaur skeletons, but
I was scared about the dinosaurs like for a long time.
It would be for me. It's because of their size. Because they tower over you. It's just weird. It's kind of weird.
I want to like yawn, but I also feel
really
like
don't like big animals. Big animals kind of scare me too.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing the whale.
I was going
like
how do they know it
when
looks
I see
like that?
every time I see like a taxidermied or animal or whatever, I don't like scream and like break down. I just like get like get very lightheaded.
Yeah.
And I just feels like time is just really slow. It's weird.
It's like weird effects happen.
It's what happens if I see like a big like I remember in the museum there was a big display of a whale. I just was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I was like little, I would just definitely scream and cry.
Someone we probably graduated still has pictures from all those dumb field trips.
I had them, and then I got a new phone, and all the pictures were gone.
Like I don't remember shit.
I thought because I always wanted to see like a T-Rex skeleton.
Yeah,
so
I'm
that's
sure my mother has some pictures of the field trip from New York. I don't have any. New York. I don't have any other pictures from like other field trips.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think we took any pictures on the science center.
I had an entirely different phone at the time, and it was like a terrible phone.
Yeah, like I think I just got like the newest phone.
That's why I hated the Memorial Put, because like everyone had those smartphones, and I was like there with the flip
taking
phone.
pictures.
Yeah,
I think I kept like a brochure.
Okay, here's my bad phone. Everyone look at it, laugh. That's what I felt like, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
And that was like when everyone was tired too. They were tired. They were dehydrated. Like,
did we ever go to like an amusement park or something?
I don't think
sixth
so.
grade.
Sixth grade, we went to.
We went to actually, yeah, because it had a dry area, but we weren't allowed to go to the dry area. We were only allowed to stay on the water side for some reason. It would have been better. The school, like, surprisingly, I mean, I guess it makes sense because it was the summer, but like,
I don't have the best memories of like.
Yeah.
The field trip.
Yeah, I remember like whenever like
because you were there. You were
jerk.
Yes.
To you, and I
was
like, what the fuck?
Because, the one who was in our group, so remember. So what happened was, during this time I was a mess. I was mentally I was not there. I was bullied a lot in sixth grade, and you know this, that everyone was bullying me. And I was very depressed, almost to the point of like suicidal, but I wasn't like there yet, thank God.
Yeah.
But the field trip, we were partnered with a classmate of ours. I'm not gonna say who because privacy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to be really good friends.
Yeah.
And then like towards the end of like when like middle school started, or towards the end of like elementary, beginning of middle school, he started a beef with me.
Yeah.
I don't remember why. But I was like 11 or 12 years old.
Hey, wait, can I see that for a second? Pull that up.
Yeah.
What does it say in the top right?
For what?
Does it say installing?
Oh no, it doesn't.
No, that's recording.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no, it's not recording.
That means the installation's done.
Yeah, we can still continue on.
Yeah,
this.
but we're gonna keep talking.
Yeah.
So,
it's just
so
not game
no,
over
let me remind you, we were like 11, 12 years old.
Yes.
We were very young, so.
Yeah.
I
believe I know who you're talking about.
You definitely know.
Yes.
Because
I know.
what he told me, you'll know who it is. Because he has that reputation. So, we were walking. I think you probably remember. There was something in the gift shop that I wanted.
Yeah.
And remember, we are 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So, our chaperone was like, "Oh, you can get that later." I think, right?
Just something like that.
Something like that, like get it later or something. We have to go, or something like that. So that was at the beginning of the trip. I'm trying to remember. But then towards the end of the trip, we were kept on that promise. We can go back and get it. So you went with me, right?
Yeah, and that kid bought it, right? Wasn't it?
No, I got it.
Oh, you ended up getting it?
Yeah, I ended up getting it. But then the chaperone found us, and because I think we got lost, kind of, because we kind of walked off, and then the chaperone started like yelling at us, and then that kid, this is what the kid said, and remember, we are 11 years old, 11, 12 years old, because this was like, he said like that this kid said he put a tracker on my phone and found me.
Oh yeah.
You know how creepy that is to tell that to an 11-year-old? Like, I put a tracker on your phone.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Now you know who that is now.
I've been knowing who it is.
Yeah.
But
he's like, I put a tracker on your phone and we got you. That you wanted to get a stupid toy gun. We were and then throughout the bus ride home, the pressure just built up, and during that time I was having very bad visions, and it was really bad, and I started freaking out. You were there.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody had no sympathy at all. You know that. No one cared. They all thought I was some like crybaby or whatever.
You remember when I used to, do you remember all the times I cried in middle school?
Yeah.
I cried every year at least once in my school life. I always had that one time where I would break out into tears and everyone would be like, "Oh my god, what the f*** is happening?"
Yeah, there was no sympathy or whatever.
Yeah, we live in a douchebag town.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I'm just gonna decline it.
Yeah.
I don't know that number.
The hardest part of anything, and
yeah, you remember they were ruthless. They still kept going at me and calling me like crazy and stuff.
mm-hmm.
And the count. Remember, our chaperone was a counselor.
Yeah.
So that was, and they were not being any like helpful with me at all, like trying to calm me down or anything. They were just building it on, and on, and on, like it. You're a counselor. This is a mental health issue, right here. You help. That's your job. So, and I called my mom, like crying, and she was yelling at me. It was a mess. That was, like, when that happened, I hated the field trip, and I don't like talking about it. Yeah, I feel like our middle school, they didn't really care about us, honestly.
They didn't really at all.
I hated middle school.
I remember in that field trip though. We had buddies or something like that.
Yeah, he was mine.
Did your group only have 3?
No, I think
there was like 5.
a couple people. Yeah, I know there was a girl for sure.
I can't remember.
Because I only remember, like, was it like a thing where you have a buddy and like that's a buddy in a group?
Yeah, you would be in a group, but then you'd have a buddy system, so you spread out.
I remember my buddy. You know who he is. He was like in our 12th grade English class. He sat next to you.
Yep.
Yeah, you know him. We met in like 6th grade, and we're like, yeah, let's just do this. It's fun. He left Myth field trip, and like he got sick, so like he had to be picked up, and I didn't know. I did not know. So that meant like all our stuff was moved around, and like I didn't know. So like I just spent half an hour trying to find my stuff, and I eventually went up to the teacher like,
okay, now I remember who's in my group now, because we had a locker debacle about who was gonna buy the locker. You remember?
I remember buying a locker.
I
don't remember who the heck
it was. Either me or you that got it, but I remember there was someone in that group.
I think it was you, because like I was always, we would always go somewhere, and I'm like, I have no money, I can't buy anything, and I'd look at people buying stuff, and I'd be like,
yeah, they put a lot of pressure on us for being like 11 years old.
Yeah, it's like they've been doing this job for like half their lives.
I've been a counselor for so long, and when I see a student suffering with mental health issues, depression from bullying, I join in.
Yeah, it's like it's my turn.
It's my turn.
I've been the one stepping up.
My turn. The Iron Man. Did you see what that was going around? That was good.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and because of that field trip, I had to be submitted to a program for the majority of the summer to help with my depression, and almost yeah, it was not good.
They didn't help.
It wasn't as severe, I can say.
Nah, but like when you said
I was depressed even through high school. I was suffering. I was going through depression throughout.
It starts at like middle school, but for most people it does like start between them. The two.
It's 6th grade, just depression.
Yeah.
middle school sucked.
So I was very joyful in elementary.
Yeah.
I had no friends in elementary.
In elementary, I was SpongeBob, and then once middle school hit, I became Squidward.
And then high school, you were like that anti-version of Gary, that like weird snail.
I was like in between.
Oh yeah, that you know that SpongeGar thing.
SpongeGar.
The big Gary. You were that. The angry Gary.
Yeah, I was I was like right in the middle of kind of being joyful, but I was always like
There were good moments in high school.
Yeah. But I was more anxious than depressed.
Yeah, that's
because I was having anxiety, agoraphobia.
As time went on, I think like things got better.
Because you remember, I'd vanished for like a month.
When?
There was time
like
high school.
freshman year.
Freshman and junior year, I disappeared for like a month.
Yeah,
because I got sick and I would refuse to leave my house.
Yeah,
even if I got better.
There was like one time where like I think it was what comes after freshman year in high school? Sophomore.
Sophomore, I was better though.
Yeah, you were gone for like It
wasn't sophomore. It wasn't sophomore.
You were gone for something in like sophomore, or was it?
I vaguely remember.
Was it sophomore or was it after that?
Junior.
Junior? Were you gone in junior year?
Yeah, because I was texting you while I was home.
We were on like Slack, right?
That was we were on Slack sophomore year.
Sophomore in the beginning of junior year, I think.
Yeah.
And I remember because like I.
Oh, yes. All right, we'll cut this out.
We'll take this.
5:06.
I know, but like, how much time have we?
How long have we been recording?
Yeah, how long have we been?
28 minutes.
20. Maybe in about like a half hour. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, so about 30 minutes. I gotta go home.
Alright.
So back?
We're back.
Alright.
What were we talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I remember like you were gone, and then like I remember I just didn't care about class because I was too busy like making sure you were okay.
Yeah, that was definitely junior year. I had a legit panic attack.
Yeah.
At school, and I had to go home. I remember what class too. It was that was the last time I had a panic attack. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were there, and you were trying to like talk to me.
Yep.
Because I literally locked myself in the bathroom because, I felt really nauseous, and I couldn't. Like I wanted to like like vomit, but I couldn't. So I
Mhm.
felt like my
That's the
body
worst
was
feeling.
just shutting
That's the
down.
worst feeling.
So
Well,
it
see, that's
went
how I
went
feel
into
right now.
full panic that I was like gonna die.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, they brought me to the nurse, my friends at the time, and then you showed up too.
Yep.
You came in because you didn't care. You were just like, I'll skip class.
It was fuck it.
Yeah. Then I just disappeared for like a month.
Do you guys remember like the hardest part about any field trip was getting into a group you wanted?
Yeah. I remember the New York one specifically being like that.
Yeah, it was
I
all
wanted
random
to join a friend of mine.
Yeah, I wanted to
And-
join you, but then you had your mom chaperone.
Yeah, something weird happened.
Yeah. And I was just put into this group who had like a missing spot, and luckily I like knew them somewhat, but not that much. And my mom was like, yeah, sure, I'll chaperone. So that's what happened.
No, I was always looking for like people.
Yeah.
I like that I couldn't get in a group with. I was like, oh man, I can't be in a group.
Yeah, it
with
was
them.
all random people.
Yeah.
Either I've had maybe 1 or 2 exchanges with, or
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I was fortunate enough to like know the majority of my group. There's one person I didn't know probably, but besides that, I knew everyone in my group. Luckily,
Mhm.
and one kid in my group.
yeah, I thought the Bronx Zoo trip was.
Oh yeah, we went to the Bronx too.
That was a shitty field trip.
Right.
That was such a shitty field trip. It was better than the New York City one, but it was shitty. Like,
It was still.
yeah, it's a fucking zoo. Like,
Wait, was that in 8th grade?
Yeah,
That was
but
in
at
eighth
least
grade.
that
I remember
zoo is like a famous zoo. And
Yeah.
like,
I remember.
That
I
was
I
pretty-
ended up wasting money on
'cause
someone.
the
I bought
zoos
some.
around us are pretty dirty.
Yeah,
I
Not gonna
didn't
lie.
even know there was zoos around
We
us.
have
a couple.
I think 2.
Yeah.
2 that I know of
Um,
that I've been to. They're
feel like I
pretty
know
dirty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
well,
but
what are you gonna do with a zoo?
Yeah.
I remember, cause I always did it like I
that
think,
one had better like wildlife and stuff.
Yeah, well, it's New York, obviously. It's gonna have, like, better animals there.
Oh, I needed that yawn. That felt great.
Okay.
But I remember I ended up buying stuff for I think the Bronx was the only trip where I ended up buying.
Yeah, I
something.
think I still have something. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I bought
What were
something
we?
for
I remember what we were all buying because I still have it. We were buying those lava lamps.
Oh, I bought a stuffed
We
animal.
all
about
we
that.
were. That was our fat. That was like our for that field trip. That was our fidget spinners.
Yeah.
Everyone was getting them
Yeah.
because they were freaking awesome.
I feel like
I
what
mine.
happened to
I think
mine?
mine still works too.
I feel
I
like
still have
mine
it.
broke.
I bought a stuffed animal and gave it to a girl.
I think I know who you're talking about.
That was like all my field trips. I was looking for that one person. 'Cause I
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
never
think
see
mine
them.
still works. Like you flip, like no matter how much side you flip it, you just flip it and it would
I
just.
vaguely remember it. Was it like a rocket ship?
Ooh,
thing?
didn't
No.
we go to?
No, it was like it was basically shaped like I could bring it next time next
Yeah,
session. I could bring
please.
it but it was kind of shaped like an hourglass, but it was more wider. It was and it wasn't too big, but it wasn't too small either. And if you just flipped it, it would just do this crazy like pattern, like
I
it's
feel
the
like I
same
know
thing
what
as
you're
a lava
talking about.
lamp. It's the
I
same,
feel like I know what you're talking
but it
about.
doesn't like.
I just forgot the shape and what it looks like.
Didn't we go to an aquarium?
We did.
Did we?
I feel like we did. Probably in
there's
the
probably
New
an
York
aquarium
City
in the
field
zoo
trip.
though.
I remember buying like
It was
one of
either
those
the
mood
New York
necklaces.
City field trip or the Bronx field trip.
I think it was New York.
If it was definitely in the museum. If
I
it
know
was
which.
New York.
I know. I think I remember what aquarium it is, but I don't want to say what it was.
I only know of one aquarium near us.
Yeah, I think that was it or something.
But
Was it in the Connecticut one?
I think so. I don't remember.
I think it's near the science. Maybe we did a double with like the science. I don't think we did though. I'm trying to remember.
I can't remember.
I can't.
I bought a mood necklace one time, and it was a dolphin.
It was probably in the science center.
And I don't remember.
I remember it was
But
probably
we were
in
in
the
the
science.
gift shop, and everyone was buying something, and I was like, I
Some-
want to get one thing.
I remember the gift shop vaguely. I just
Okay, that
don't-
science center gift shop was lit though.
Yeah,
It was lit. It was nice.
it was really good.
It was pretty
sure I
big
bought
too.
one of
It was
those
pretty big for a gift shop too.
Yeah, I remember buying either like I think I bought 2 things maybe. I don't know. I remember buying this circle thing that whenever you touch it, it did a shot thing.
I remember
back to
buying
you.
something, but I just
Oh, yeah,
can't remember
yeah.
what.
and I'm pretty sure I bought like this small snake thing that you pull and it follows you.
Do you remember the dumb currency we used in middle school?
Yes. I think I might still have a stash though.
Oh, those ticket things.
Yeah, the dumb currency.
I
Did
do
you
Remember
ever
the auctions?
I never ended up getting anything.
I remember.
I remember.
Or those tickets.
Like, it was very similar to middle school and elementary school. You remember middle school. They had the currency things. I had...
They did in
like,
elementary too, but it wasn't as...
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They were harder to get. Well, they were still pretty hard to get.
No, they were
It was
really
just-
easy to get.
For elementary, middle school, it was just don't be a bad kid.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah,
were a
could
good
be.
kid all the time, they'd never give it to you.
Well, for my school, it was really easy. I had like 300. And I had like the most every year.
There would only be one occasion you could use them.
Yeah.
Was at the school store when they decided to open it.
And they never had good stuff at the school
It
store.
was just pencils.
It was like
school supplies and you're just
books
like,
or whatever.
Yeah, school supplies.
I was like,
notebooks.
fine, yeah, I'll buy a book or a notebook or
At one
whatever.
point, they started selling yearbooks.
That was
like
at
older
that was
yearbooks.
that was at middle school though. That
Yeah.
wasn't at elementary. Maybe.
Yeah. I got very few in middle school. I was like, you know what, I'm starting to not give a shit.
I wanted to try to get one for middle school every year, and then I was like,
Yeah, middle school yearbooks are like not interesting.
but like for like high school, I was like, I'll just get. I was like,
I only
for
got
high
the-
school, I was just like, I just want to get mine for senior year. Like,
Yeah,
My mom
that's it.
was
that's the only one I should
That's
get.
the only one I ever end up getting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because why would you want it for
The only yearbooks
why
I
would you
have-
want all four for your years? You should only just
Yeah.
get the one for senior year.
Yeah, I understand 9th grade for like the
Yeah,
people who you
the
were there.
start and the end.
Yeah. But
um,
10th grade and 11th grade are useless. Unless you missed out on the 9th grade one, then I guess you could do the 10th
Unless
grade.
you,
Some
like,
people
skip
buy
to-
them so they can see the people who move away.
Yeah, that's true. But like
yeah, but
even-
some people move away in senior year. Too.
What else?
Um, mm,
I suppose I wasted a lot of time in middle school doing the same thing over and over again. Now that I think about it.
middle school was such a drag.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness it was only 3 years.
Yep.
I had to suffer through like a 4th year. I would have.
Would not have been good.
Yeah, my grades were not the best.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, I think through my grade school years, the first semester was like always the best, and then after that it just went to like a
downhill.
C. Like it was straight A's,
Yeah, I
one
was
B
getting,
or
like,
two,
C's and D's and stuff.
and then C's and B's for like the rest of the year. Maybe a couple D's there and there.
Yeah, even if I get like a B, my mom would like flip out.
Yeah. It's like, I'm passing, who cares? Just let me pass and I'm happy. That's all I want. Like, don't bully me. I want to, like, be perfect, but I have, like, reasonable expectations for myself. It's like,
Yeah, that was when at high school. I was like, I was like, as long as I'm passing, I'm
Yeah.
good.
like, I understand, like, C and
But it was like
B's
once like
are not
senior
good.
year, I had to go really like try to get perfect. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
That was like
That was, like, the real crunch time.
it was like now or never. Like
Yeah.
we can't go back. This because we
The-
have to graduate.
if
we want to
we
go.
fail
We
now-
want to get out of here.
Like, even if you were passing the entire other semesters,
Yeah,
you
it
fail
doesn't
that one.
matter. As long as you pass senior year,
Yeah.
you're good.
like, if you did not pass, that was hell. You needed to do the entire year over again.
I remember when I came back for the field trip, and I saw a couple of the kids who were supposed to graduate still at the school, just like eating lunch. I was like, oh.
Oh, I can't ask on the podcast.
I'll tell you off camera.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just saw
It
them
always
chilling, eating
sucks.
lunch. I was just like, oh.
You know there's a few people who would still
Definitely.
back. Like,
But
even
then,
in the
but
school.
like I think we talked about, maybe in the demo or, yeah, I think in the demo we talked about how there was people who just completely disappeared after the first day of school and just showed up on graduation to get their diploma.
Yeah, we did. It was like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, I was like pissed.
I was like, what the fuck were you? This is a piece of
Oh
shit.
yeah, that's cute. I forgot they existed.
Where
Yeah.
have you been? You were supposed to be in my class,
God.
but you show up on graduation.
It's really weird thinking it like back to first grade and like the regular people in your first grade class, and then like seeing who was still there, like by the end of like 12th grade. It's surreal in a way.
Yeah. Sometimes they changed. Sometimes they haven't changed at all.
Yeah. And most of the time it's for the worse.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, we remember when the 5th grade graduation. Well, it wasn't really graduation. It was more of.
There's like a
We
party.
talked about it in the demo.
Yeah, we can talk about it again.
Yeah.
There's some
So
stories.
we had for the. Remember, we got like these yearbooks, and remember we had the yearbook cover contest,
Yeah.
and I had my mom help me, and it was a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And
I
I forgot who won. I think I
No, I
think I can
remember-
remember who won.
It was like, looking back, the cover should have been the back cover, and the back cover should have been the cover itself. But, like, the cover that won was, like, the initials for our school, and there were, like, words, like, there was
a
acronyms.
drawing, obviously, too.
Yeah, that was the back one, though.
It's probably our
It
school
was, like,
mascot.
it was our school logo mascot,
Yeah.
and, like,
Yeah, and then they had, like, the DVD movie. Of
yeah,
just
I still
pictures
have
of
that.
it. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I think I.
Do you
broke mine.
remember when during what was it the like last year of high school or like when we were getting ready for graduation they had like that slideshow of all of us like throughout the years.
Yeah.
I remember and I looked and I was
Remember
like,
they were like-
yes, I'm barely in any of them.
Yeah, yeah. Remember, they really wanted you to have a picture.
Yeah.
And then there were, like, so very few pictures.
I was like, yes.
Like, there should have been, like,
There was
hundreds of pictures
There
at
was
least.
one of all of us in the auditorium, and that was like the one image I was in.
Yeah.
I was
The
like,
big selfie, right?
Yeah,
Is that what
yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about?
yeah.
I was in the front row, and I was like, yeah, this.
I was in the back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't.
If you did not want to be in the picture, you had to be either on the sides or in the back. Because, like, by the time the camera got to the back, it was, like, really bad pixels.
Yep.
Yeah, but like back to the 5th grade, I remember it was. Yeah, and they had just a couple generic songs.
Yeah, like pop
Just-
songs. Like when my sister went, well, when my sisters went, like they did the same thing. Only like pop songs were not like suitable for that back then. So like it was just Disney songs played in movies.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, we talked about it in the demo, but we had the big breakfast.
yeah,
Yeah, we talked
And-
about what happened with you.
yeah. I'll talk about it
You
again.
want to talk about
My childhood drama.
Gary's childhood drama.
So basically, it was like this huge breakfast, right? So of course you have all the breakfasts. You have there were donuts.
I don't remember. I only
There were
remember.
sausages.
The only thing I remember was French toast sticks.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I
I
remember.
feel like I did have the French toast sticks, something pancake related, or it tasted like pancakes. But I was like, yeah, I'll have those. I got like 6 of them, and I was like, I'm really hungry for pancakes right now, even though they weren't pancakes. But I got syrup.
Yeah, I just remember there was so much food, but the only food I can think of is French toast
Yeah,
sticks
and
that were
that's
there.
like the only thing I got, pretty much. Maybe an orange if they were there. But yeah, I was like, alright, 1 French toast stick, no problem. 2nd French toast stick, I'm getting kind of full, but I'll do 1 more. 3 French toast sticks. And then I got full. Now, the problem here is, before I ate them, my 5th grade teacher was like, okay, you better make sure you eat all of them, because the lunch ladies spent all their time making that just
That's
for
a
you.
lot of pressure to put on.
Yeah. So you better eat them. Are
Child.
you sure you want to eat them? I'm like, yeah, I'll eat these. Ha. Yeah. And
We're
then
kids. We thought we
after
were
that-
invincible.
Yeah. And then he comes up to me. I'm like, oh shit, fuck, goddamn it. And then he's like, you didn't eat all of them. Come with me. We go out in this hallway, out of the cafeteria, and he brings me to this, what was it? It was the principal, I think. He sat me down, or maybe a lunch lady, I don't know, one of the two. He tells the lunch lady, he wasted 3 French toast sticks or whatever. He didn't eat all of them, and he like started yelling at me almost, like telling me I was wasting the food. That's perfectly fine. I just remember like crying basically.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, you were. You were
Dude,
there
do you remember all those dumb days in middle school where we had to dress up? Like
for
professional?
Spirit Week.
Yeah. I think the one of them was like...
We did that in high school too.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
in
but
high
nobody
school.
did it as much as they...
Yeah,
in
because
middle
like no
school.
one give a shit.
Yeah, no one
Also,
cared.
you'd run into the people, like... When you were in middle school, you would always run into the people in your grade because we were all in the same
Yeah,
area.
we were. Yeah,
In high school, we were all so spread out that you'd barely run into someone.
yeah.
I also remember having the lockers in middle school.
Yeah, I had to relearn how to open a locker each year.
Yeah, I don't think anyone used lockers in high school.
Nobody used lockers in
Like,
high school.
maybe-
You had to be nuts.
Yeah,
you had to be.
you would just carry your bag with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
either if you used the locker, you were probably like the stereotypical like smarty pants or whatever.
Yeah. Like
Because
no
you
one
wore,
used
like,
the locker.
cool or
Maybe
whatever.
like 5 lockers.
Yeah, nobody.
5 people
nobody
use the
used
lockers.
them. Nobody used them.
Like maybe for special occasion if you needed it. If you
Um,
absolutely needed
Or if
it.
you were
I
like...
remember because when it was like winter, it was like freshman year. My mom wanted me to wear a big thick jacket and it did not fit in my backpack.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Use the locker," and I said, "No, I don't know how
Yeah,
to open a locker.
I had the problem with that.
I'm not doing that.
Like-
I'm gonna stuff it in my bag and we'll see." And remember, it was just wearing it on my back. It was tough.
Looking back, I should have like just worn it
But
around
then-
my neck and
But
put it in
it's
my
because
bag.
the reason why we didn't use lockers because
Yeah.
we did not have the time.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did
We
not
were-
have the time. We only have 5 minutes
It
between
was no, it was
classes.
4 minutes. It was worse. 4
4
minutes.
to 5 minutes.
It was like
sometimes 5 minutes.
it's usually generally 4. Get the belt.
Maybe even one time.
Because
3.
what if? Because there would be scenarios where you'd be on the top floor and your locker was all the way in the bottom
Yeah.
floor. You do not have time to like go up, and your class would be
Yeah, you have
probably
just enough time to go from the top floor to the bottom floor. if
Yeah,
you're going
you-
to a
yeah.
class. That's as much.
You know what's even worse? Going from the basement to the top floor.
No, because
Yeah,
like,
that was a journey.
but like
Yeah.
if your class is on the first floor or the basement, and you want to get your locker before you get to your second class, and your second
They
class
didn't
is also
thought
on the
of- They
basement,
didn't think of that.
you'd have to go up to the
properly.
third floor, back to the
And also, those lockers are waste of space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. By the time like, I wasn't like fast, but if I could get there, I was genuinely never late to class unless there was a literal situation going on, and then I would like try to explain.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had no time to use our lockers, even if we
Yeah. The lockers
wanted
were
to.
really
We had no
useless.
time.
Um.
We had like no time. There was literally no time to do.
Anything. Like
Yeah, couldn't even go to the bathroom.
on bad days. Like
yeah, you had to get to your class.
Yeah, you had to
you
go
were-
to class first. Say, "Can I go to the bathroom? I'll be right back." Zoom.
Yeah. You know what dumb things teachers did? Which is understandable, but still, like, you could just, like, go to the classroom, put your stuff down, go out, and they'd be like, why are you late? Like, no, my stuff's right there. It's like, no, you're late.
It would be, yeah, but in terms of that, they could either not see you have come in, or they're like too busy talking to like another student or whatever.
Yeah, but still, if, like,
Yeah.
your stuff is there, that implies you're not late.
Yeah, if the bell rings in your stuff, that means you're here. But
Yes.
but it's
that's
a rule
what
of
it
thumb that you
means.
should generally,
You should
tell
tell
them.
the teacher, but, like,
because remember you are
in tough situations,
you are a kid.
yes.
There could be a fire drill or whatever, because our fire drills were very unpredictable.
Yeah.
There would be like gossip, rumors that it was gonna happen.
I
Yeah.
always hear the nurses talk about it.
Yeah, because that's their job. Because they're the ones that have to be there in case like something happens.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, some kind of fire drill.
Do you remember when there was that big room where we were gonna have that drill where we would like walk to the movies and we were all so super hyped about it?
Yeah.
But that never happened.
I wasn't really
Despite
that
me-
hyped about it.
I know I was. I was like, you go to the
You know how many
movies?
kids
Why
were planning
not?
to like walk and then go watch a movie and not go back to school?
There were definitely some kids who would do that. Yeah.
There are tons of kids who like left her and done stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the fire drills.
Yeah, but again, because of like there would be like the disabled kids and
You
stuff,
remember
that was
kids
not a
whose
very good idea.
Backpack
But
caught on fire.
yes, that was a pretty amazing day for a senior year.
Wait, what?
Someone's backpack caught on fire.
Oh.
You were because it
I
happened
remember that.
like
I
because it
remember that.
happened during lunch and we have the next class after lunch together.
Yes.
Because we were talking about it.
Yeah.
It
I
was
remember that.
So this kid brought his vape to school.
Yep.
And it freaking caught on fire. It was the greatest thing ever. Because me and him, when in high school, I'd walk him to the nurse's office
Yeah, I'd always
to take his medication. And we were walking, and one of like the admins or whatever had their walkie on, and it's the person on like the comm said fire, so we started laughing because like, oh my god, fire. But then I think someone was with us, right?
Yeah, I think
I know who I'm thinking of, and she was like, I think they said vape, and then we just started dying laughing.
Yeah, the first time ever, I think.
I don't think we saw the person, but we were definitely nearby though.
Yeah, the first time I've ever heard, instead of us having a fire drill to get out of the building,
Do you remember that
a fire
that
drill
kid?
to
Do
get
you
the
remember
fire
that?
out of the building?
Do you remember that girl you liked in 7th grade and she lit the trash can on fire in the
I never
bathroom?
liked that girl. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
It was a pity date.
pity date.
Yeah, I told her I was interested in another girl, and then she's like, "What, do you want to be my girlfriend?" And I was like, "Sure."
Wait, my girl.
My boyfriend? And I was like, "Sure."
Okay, but she.
What are you
do
trying
you
to
remember?
tell us, Isaiah?
Do you remember she lit the?
It's Pride
Do
Month.
you
It
remember
can
she
come
lit
out.
the trash can
And
on
in the
fire?
bathroom on
the-
fire in 8th grade.
I
Yes.
It was a-
vaguely remember that.
And then she never.
Then she disappeared.
She never came back.
Wait, I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, crazy.
She was very, very crazy.
Is
She's
she
been
the
trying.
girl who broke
Short.
her bone every week?
No, that's
Nope.
a different girl.
What?
She was very short, blonde.
She's not that
Blonde.
good. When
No,
you-
she's
when I
not
think
that
about
good
it,
looking.
She's ugly.
I
Pretty ugly.
don't
Everybody
understand.
dated her.
Everyone thought she was like hot.
I never.
Everyone
about
thought everyone in like I knew was like saying how like hot she was, and I didn't see.
Her last name was like, was it like that star name, Sears or
that.
whatever?
No.
Nope,
That's a
that's
different
that's a different story
Oh,
altogether.
that's a different girl.
Different girl with a different story.
Yeah, I don't know. Then.
She was
Um,
literally trying to get with his friend group, like everyone.
Yeah.
She was dating like everyone in his friend.
She
me
dated
and
like
his,
everyone.
she dated everyone,
Did she,
and there was
did
always
she graduate with us?
Nope.
nope.
She
She
disappeared.
disappeared.
Oh, okay.
I think it was after high school, after middle school. She disappeared.
She didn't. I don't think she was in 8th grade though. I'm pretty sure she was not in our 8th grade class.
I can't remember.
I don't remember seeing her at all in 8th grade. I think she liked me, but again, I was just being friendly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it was that friend group. I was in his friend group, so she was probably.
Yeah, you don't date your friend's ex. That's just something you don't do.
Yeah, that's a no.
Mm-hmm. One of my friends broke that rule.
Yeah, your whole friend group broke that rule by dating her.
No, not that one. A different friend.
Oh.
After Barry broke up with his girlfriend,
Oh my god.
finally, for good.
Barry.
Barry.
The only code name we remember from the demo is Barry.
Yeah. And Sally. But
Barry and Sally.
I don't even remember.
we won't
who the
even
fuck
use
was.
Sally again. Like ever.
Yeah.
So.
Sally might join Fake Gamers Club.
Oh. What?
Yeah, that was what it was. That's
Yeah.
who Sally was.
Yeah, that's who Sally was. She might join
Oh.
the club. We will see though.
The fuck, Barry.
Yeah,
What a
but
poor.
she's
man.
been deflecting Barry since
It's
middle
like,
school.
squaw.
Even now, he's like just waiting for that moment for them to break up, and he wants to just swoop in,
Slide in those
DMs and be friends with her, just so when if I don't know, they're pretty adorable together. Her and her boyfriend right now. They're a good couple. Her boyfriend's a cool dude, so I'm fine with it.
Imagine being a cute couple, man. I can only imagine what that must feel like.
We every grade there was that couple.
Do you
that
remember-
we just everyone adored.
Do you remember when people would ask me if I was going out with, like, because remember, I was obsessed with one girl, and everyone was like, didn't you date? And I was like, no, I never dated her. I wish I did.
She freaking rejected me. That's
It was like,
Oh my God. Do you remember that guy in our school? Like, he was a senior or something. And each grade, he started dating, like, the grade lower. Like, every year.
There was a kid in our grade who was dating a freshman. It was the creepiest thing ever. It was creepy. The dude was like, because she was in one of my classes, and I recognized the kid. And I was like, dude, he's a senior, and you're like early freshman. You're like 14. That's weird.
boy,
That's freaky.
that's not right, boy.
Yeah, that's,
No, that's
gotta
not good.
work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least wait 4 years, please. And
Yeah.
then you can do that.
Yeah.
Not here.
Not today.
Nah.
This is in Alabama.
Not today. This isn't it, Chief.
This ain't it, Chief. Yeah. But I think literally every year we'd have that couple that everyone just really liked
Like-
being together.
We had we had one that went through the entirety of middle school and high school.
Was it Barry?
No,
It was not Barry.
Barry was no. Like we had a couple that went through the entirety of high school and middle school.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I remember that was some drama that I was in, though. Is that what I'm thinking of?
No, it was a different one.
Different? Okay. That's
Like,
another story.
They were
for
one of those.
another time.
There was one of the popular kids.
Trying to remember. Someone I knew?
Someone like not no one we knew like really well, but just everyone knew they were dating. They were always dating.
Yeah, okay. Because if it was someone I knew, then I know. I might have known, but I can't think of it.
I don't remember the dude's name. I think I remember the girl's name.
It was a very awkward.
Oh, wait, I remember the dude's name.
Can you give me like a brief description of the guy?
No, but the girl was short.
How short?
Not as short as the girl that I liked. So taller than that. But not.
Can you vaguely describe her?
She was popular.
That doesn't help because literally everyone was popular.
Yeah.
How are we looking on time?
We should be ending soon.
So this should be our last.
Yeah, I can tell you off.
Yeah.
Camera. Or off.
Yeah.
Recording. Whatever.
What should do?
Yeah.
Alright,
Well-
join us for next time on Gossip. Bye.
Later.